Hey everyone, this is my Patreon powered reaction to the 15th episode of Honey and Clover. So, let's watch the episode. 3, 2, 1, go. Since the opening's playing, I'll just drink some of my water. Or a lot of my water. That dog probably has no idea that she's just in an opening, an anime opening. The show definitely has unique openings. And we have buildings. Are people really awake that early? Yeah, please, protect us from the light. Yeah, of course, these two can't be separated for too long. Because it's dawn. It's way too early to be awake. Wow. Just chuck it. And there they are, they're attached again. Right. That's a very important job to do. Mine. The word you wanted to say was mine. A little bit. I know, right? Obsolete word. So basically, she's an old lady. I get the gist of it. No, he said soda, not coffee. It was a terrible joke, sorry. Wow. Guess she's strong. Yeah, that's the sore spot that he just mentions. Can we change the subject, please? Their stairs, they hurt. Okay, calm down. Uh, wow. Yeah, this is why you guys should have let up a bit. This is a rough morning. That's the big question, isn't it? Yeah, kind of keeping her in this limbo. Such a messed up way to put it, but that is kind of what he's doing. Kind of look like that dog was licking something. It's gonna escalate into a fight. I mean, he says that pretty resolutely. But that... Yeah, he's still gonna go after Yamada. Probably stronger now. Yeah, what about work, guys? Wow. That's impressive. And more importantly, Yamada stuff. We came here to see you. Everyone does seem quite busy, definitely. Just stuff everywhere. Of course you would ask. That's not a good sign. Having fun there? That's a real question. How's Hagu? I guess she's doing well. Is that how you paint? It's a very interesting style, Hagu. Oh no, yeah, I forgot they're not the best cooks. Like, I prefer life. He doesn't know. Good luck, man. Well, you don't put chocolate in your curry? I've heard it's great. Can you guess a hidden ingredient, guys? Nandeshoka? Maybe we put in too much. I am very surprised. Like Yamada, my mind is just blown. People will eat this, yeah. Somebody will eat this. Or die trying. These brave soldiers. Yeah, not typical food compliments. Well, hopefully they make it. Don't break it. Why does it matter? Noticing how close they are? Physically? I mean, yeah. I didn't mean physically initially, but that one shot, yeah. That's unfortunate. Jesus Christ, that damage. It would be even faster to take a helicopter. Has anyone got a helicopter? Well, that went well. He is nothing if not persistent. Did you forget something? Well, guess I'll have to come back for it. Ah, memories. It was a nice day. Night. She put it on. Oh, Yamada, my heart. Don't do this to me. That would be a little bit embarrassing. It was cute, Yamada, don't worry about it. Getting his alone time with Yamada. Well, she wears another man's coat. But you're already wearing one. Yeah, I guess you can't say anything to that. Yeah, I'm not sure I like you being alone with this man, Yamada. You don't know him that well. Yeah, it generally does. She doesn't seem that into you, no, Nomiya. He's very much thinking of somebody else right now. Well, now what? The soba noodles? Some kind of noodles. I guess. Man, could you imagine eating with such a nice view? Yeah, soba, I was right. I know some Japanese stuff. Well, I guess that happened. He said meat. With? I knew a with was coming. So he's got a word to say now. It just all kind of happened. That's why you gotta specify. That is just, yeah, way too careless. Could have driven you to another country and sold you for your organs. That's a really, really cute face, though. He could still let you know that you made a poor decision. He has at least that much of a right. I could have gone better. Just going with a man you barely know to an unknown location in his car, falling asleep. Nobody knows you went with him. That's just a terrible idea all around. Like, I'm not alone in thinking that, right? Yeah, the coat is mine. And yeah, he knew that was my Emma's coat, of course. Yeah, I think it's enough. A lot, really. I don't think that's true. You're just upset. You'll be okay. Wow. Subtle. I brought you a rose, senpai. uh, speaking of overprotective, I just wanted to give her the rose. Yeah. Yeah, he knows. Oh, we're talking about this? Yeah, we had that water fountain moment, didn't we? Yeah, he sort of saw her there. Kind of. It's hard to explain. uh it's probably a good idea. Yeah, that was quite the thing to say. Yeah, I bet. Collapsing like that's not a good sign. So we actually gonna have a reunion here? You're not gonna make. Oh, never mind. He did make it. Hi. Now we're all alone. Yes, no. That's a no. It's good. Yeah, I mean, it's to be expected. Like now. Well, at least we got to say hi. To make it clear how sad he is, we have rain. Oh, hello again. Okay. I stole it. Yeah, that would be rough. So let me drive it to a faraway soba place. Uh, that's a red flag. That's a line. So what kind of play are we making here, MyAnimeLIst? Wow, they really ended off the episode there. Okay, fine. Be that way. Be that way. You know, I really don't blame MyAnimeLIst for worrying about Yamada. She really does come across as a little bit on the naive side. No offense to her, but she really does. Is there any kind of stinger? Nope, just chapter 16. Okay. Well, that was the 15th episode of Honey and Clover. And this episode, things happened. I'm not sure where to start with this one. I mean, there's a lot of my focus, of course. You know, seeing his company, you know, he's clearly getting pretty chummy with his coworkers, I would say. Although there's a bit of kind of rivalry sort of thing with Nomiya, because Nomiya's just gunning hard for Yamada quite clearly. And since, you know, Mayama's kind of in like protection mode of her, that they bump heads a little bit, you know. Mayama did seem to deny pretty heavily that he's keeping Yamada on the bench in case, you know, his primary love interest doesn't work out, which is kind of how it looks, you know, from an outsider's perspective. But he seems to say that's not the case, so who really knows what the truth is, honestly. But you know, we do know that Yamada hasn't quite fully given up on Mayama. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but I don't think she has just yet. I mean, that scene with her in the coat, I mean, that was pretty telling. You know, I actually wasn't quite sure where that scene was going. I almost made a joke about her, you know, sniffing it or something. Because, you know, that's kind of a typical, you know, perverted thing for an anime character to do. You know, their love interest, they get a piece of their clothing, often Ponzu, and they just, like, sniff at it, you know? But it wasn't quite like that. I mean, it was kind of like that. She still enjoyed the smell of it because it smells like Mayama, but it was done in a more sweet rather than pervy kind of way. You know, which, you know, those are the two sides of the scale, right? You know, she, like, wears it and, like, enjoys its warmth and whatnot, and you know, Mia walks in on that, so that was quite funny, mostly because of how embarrassed she was, right? So that was a fun little bit there. But yeah, for some reason Yamada decided it would be a good idea to just go for a ride with this guy. Ended up far away at some random soba place. You know, lucky for her, she didn't wind up dead somewhere. But yeah, no wonder Mayama worries about her. That's I get it. I get it, Mayama. Some people might call you overprotective or whatever, but I get it. I get it. You won't hear me judging you for that. So that was that. Yamada did have some pretty cute faces in this episode, though. That's for sure. But yeah, her just, you know, wearing Mayama's coat just was probably the most heart attack inducing thing Yamada's done so far in the show. I might actually say that. But yeah, Mayama side of things, he very much has not given up on Rika yet. I think that's pretty clear. What was his name? Asai? Like, he collapsed, so that kind of gave an excuse for Mayama and Rika to meet back up at the hospital, because of course she was gonna come there, you know, she's looking out for the guy. Of course, that was a good chance for Mayama to meet up with her. And Mayama is trying, like, testing the waters, see how things are, but he didn't have anything great to say, you know, as I think that's how he put it, like, not having the right words, and so didn't quite do anything for Rika, but he didn't give up after that. He showed back up, basically said, hey, here's a car, get inside. And she says, where'd this car come from? I thought you drove like a motorcycle. It's like, oh, I rented it, don't worry about it. But what about your motorcycle? It's somewhere, I'll go get it later, just get in the car. It's like, okay. So eventually he gets her in the car and just drives her somewhere. Like, he's being pretty vague on where he's taking her exactly. But, you know, there was a nice little line about taking advantage of her immobility to take her wherever he wants. That does sound a little bit concerning, but, you know, I'm sure Mayama won't do anything too bad, right? But, you know, we'll see, and we'll see. You never know, the man's been through a lot. He may lose his mind at some point. Go full serial killer. I don't think the show's gonna do that, but that would be something, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be kind of like, it seems like it's almost gonna be his last-ditch effort to try to make something work with Rika, right? That is kind of the impression it gives me. So where's that one scene? Yeah, the scene where he rescues her from the shower when she collapsed. Because I think we've seen some of that scene before, but we didn't see like this much. Like, we actually got fairly intimate here with some, like, grabbing his hand, pressing against her forehead, saying she's glad he's by her side. Like, yeah, you can't really blame feelings for developing after a scene like this. And I think they even straight up kiss. I want to take a better look at that. Because the camera pans away, but yeah, we get to see, just barely see it make contact, right? So at first, actually, this was like a dream sequence, like something that didn't actually happen. But not too long after that, it clicked in my head, like, wait, no, that actually happened, okay. So no wonder things became a bit weird between the two of them. Because, you know, she probably regretted that a little bit. And Mayama, of course, couldn't forget that, so yeah, that is the thing. That is definitely a thing. So next episode, we're gonna see exactly what Mayama plans on doing with Rika, and that should be something. I do like the scene where Shu was being protective over Hagu not too long after kind of criticizing Mayama for the same thing. That was something. And yeah, that one girl's just strong. Like, she had these two big books at her side. I do think that's everything I had to say on the episode. So we will see. We will see what happens in the next one. So thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.